Just like every other video for Critical Role, we play rollies. So would you care to roll?
I would.
Who are you rolling?
I'm gonna roll Molly Mock Tea Leaf.
Ooh, I like them.
Yeah, his dice, like when I have them in my tray, they are so similar to Vax's dice, but his are, you can't really tell on camera, but his are purple, like a very dark purple, and Vax's are black. So that's the only way you can tell the difference, because Vax's are black with red numbers, and then Molly's are dark purple. I mean, you can tell by the 20, but
For this episode, I'll be rolling Not, my second favorite character. Not the Brave.
everybody loves Not.
How could you not? 3, 2, 1, roll. Natural 20.
I rolled an 11.
I shit you not. Natural 20.
That's your first natural 20 on the channel.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I've had a couple, but this is your first, I think.
Fuck yeah, I'll take it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay. You're bringing a very particular vibe to this video already.
wait a minute. What's the vibe? Is it April from Parks and Rec?
Dude, everyone thinking you're like April from Parks and Rec is crazy to me. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Rated MA. As always, I'm Allie, and this is Meg, and today we are watching the Mighty Nein, Episode 3 of Season 1. This is called the Fletching and Moondrop Carnival of Curiosities. This is the end of this batch of the first 3 episodes here. Meg and I are super excited. We were able to record the first episode early, and then we filmed Episode 2 yesterday and are filming Episode 3 today. Meg and I have been really enjoying this so far. Here is your standard typical warning coming at the top of the video. I know a lot of people tend to skip our intros, but that's not my fault. Meg and I will be talking about spoilers for Campaign 2 of Critical Role. If you don't want spoilers for the actual campaign or spoilers potentially for the animated series, we are probably not the people to watch. When we get into these episodes, we will likely discuss characters, locations, story plots, things like that pertain to the actual campaign and potential future arcs within the series. This is your warning. We'll have something down here on the screen as well for people who scrub through. If y'all miss this, it's not my problem. Anyway, Meg and I tend to take notes, so you will see us looking down at certain points because we are writing down things to talk about at the end, because we always come together and have a discussion, which has been super fun. I try not to get too spoiler heavy because Meg is only familiar with a small portion of the campaign, but we do talk about things that she already knows about, which is certain character dynamics, certain plot points. You're 7 or 8 episodes into campaign 2? Yeah, so she's decently far into the first couple episodes of the campaign. So we try to keep it pretty neutral when it comes to those types of spoilers. We don't talk about anything like endgame or things like that. But that being said, if we talk about it, we talk about it. Sorry.
Are we ready?
I'm so fucking ready.
I'm so excited to see them all get together.
Previously on the Mighty Nein.
You have a mission.
The voice is different than it was last time. It almost sounded like Travis, but it might have been Vandrin, maybe? Oh, that was so good.
That was sick.
I'll be the man you thought I could be.
Jester, Lord Sharp is looking for you. Traveler, we need to get out of here.
My apologies.
I am Jester LaFour.
Ford Stone.
My man.
They're so cute.
Hey, you little shits, that's my horse!
The Fletching and Moondrop Traveling Carnival of...
Oh my god, I need him.
Lumina Beetles, we will need to communicate better.
That's right, he taught her message. Ukatoa. I'm so glad Matt's still voicing Ukatoa. That makes me so happy.
Ooh, the carnival. My toes are cold.
I think those are the beetles that Caleb's looking for.
Oh, get it. Okay.
Are we gonna do a flashback of how we got here?
It's like when we start in the middle of the
It'll be
episode
5 hours before or something.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Okay, starting in the fight. Love it. That's a bear. Molly! You know, that would be our introduction to Molly.
And the pyramid?
Take the stones life throws at you and build a monument.
What's the peacock mean?
It's because Molly mocked tea leaf.
And that's Matthew Mercer. Hold on.
Serpent too can shed its skin, begin anew. And yet when the two meet, they're violent enemies. Pure destruction.
That's a lot of red eyes.
Oh, I didn't think they were going to call attention to it.
Molly is coming. Finally.
He's just as hot as I wanted him to be.
Oh, he's fine.
A grand entrance is only grand when there's an audience to see it.
How are you always so calm? Especially today.
Why? What's today?
Molly is such a rage baiter.
You guys gotta have one in the relationship.
Look, Meg, it's you.
Oh, it's the twins. How many people do you think Molly slept with at that carnival?
Everyone that he could.
So far, they only seem frightened of spending money.
This new act will loosen their purses. Trust me. Save it for the showbreaker. Can't have you pulling a quad.
That's Bo the Breaker.
Fairies don't get stage fright, remember?
Here. Courage. It says so on the bottle.
Oh, just like Scanlan drank.
Oh, the bottle of courage. Oh, that's cool.
I cannot keep my tent up.
There's a potion for that. You'll be fine. The lads will fix it, right?
Hi, Molly.
I love how everyone loves him so much.
Molly was beloved at the carnival.
And you, get your fuzzy fat ass out there and sell some tickets.
Now, why is he catching strays?
I've traveled days to have my cards read. My ailment. I need a solution.
That's Travis.
Now then. Let's
Whoa.
say some sooths. The cards tell me...
What did he pull? I didn't see what he pulled.
I'm pretty sure it's not a good card.
I think it was the death card, but I didn't see it.
Gonna
Which
pull
death
for
actually isn't
sure.
bad. It just means
Life's too
rebirth. If he
short to
pulled the
worry yourself.
tower, that's bad.
Everything will be as dandy as a Derolo. Thousand pardons.
There's Bo.
Quiet.
Build
Hey, someone gave me this coin.
over here.
So what's the play?
I like
Literature.
the way they're coming in.
Enemy
That's
of my
cool.
enemy?
Very well choreographed. I love this.
It reminds me of like a stage play.
Yeah. I'm fine. Perfect. Why?
Beat a sweat.
Oh, you are a true friend, Caleb.
They're leaning into her alcoholism heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Easy now. I am in no place to judge. I meant easy now because that is our last bottle.
Sorry, yeah, I'll nurse it.
Let us find these bugs.
I love how kind they're making Caleb. Because that was always one of my favorite things about him, was how kind he was.
When was the last time you had a little fun, huh?
I have fun.
Stop.
Okay.
Or just stop.
I love him.
You made a home for all of us broken things, Gustav. You're the only man I know who should apologize for nothing. Heed this omen. Keep your distance. And watch your fingers if you prize them. We're in the presence
yeah.
of true great
Oh, I love her hair.
spectacular devil-toad!
The Kenkus!
You'll need a ticket to the main tent to see for yourself, and there's only a few left.
Ticket! Need a ticket!
I love them.
It is an honor. I am Gustav Fletching, owner
Do
of...
you have a death wish?
What? Oh,
Hello?
Then stand back.
Is that Alii Carvalho? That is her, right?
Yes.
But so long as I have these, he is within my complete
Isn't that what
control.
Caleb's after? Are those?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that devil toad's gonna be big.
The Lumino beetles are to be guarded around the clock and not to be handled by anyone but myself.
Thy will be done.
Now remember,
you're right.
Isn't Toyo
She
only supposed to be a
is good.
kid?
She is a kid.
Yeah. She just doesn't seem like a kid. She just seems like almost like a teenager or a young adult with the way she's talking.
I don't know. She seems like she's like 10 to 12 to me.
Key ingredient in a very powerful spell that is going
How much time do you need?
as much as you can give me, my friend.
I love how she climbs on him. Oh my god, this is not gonna end well.
Oh.
Glyph of warding, do we think, maybe?
Somebody find a healer! And a bottle of something top shelf!
Caleb, go, quickly. Wait, what did he see?
People.
He saw Aurelia.
Oh.
Because she's following Bo.
Champion Gunther Press! Place your bets! Place your bets!
When you put the carnival at risk, you're all our problems. So why don't you tell me what's on your mind, and we can fix it? Almost like adults.
I love this.
I love how much agency they're giving Molly. Like, he is the actual ringleader of this circus. I love it.
Have we met? Because you're very unfamiliar and I never remember a face. Not a fan of fisticuffs. So, what is your business?
None of yours, Carney.
Why'd she say that like a slur?
And I am a bloodthirsty warrior.
All right.
She kind of looks like Grog.
I want to see if I have a decent sized wang.
You know, if we miss this carriage to Zadash,
It's Travis!
it's a week.
The dash. Ford, it's a very old city.
Travis Laura cameo.
That's so cool.
Look around. There is magic everywhere. Oh.
Their love story is going to demolish me.
Come on, my niece.
They're like on a date right now.
They
And he
are.
has no idea.
Ooh, I love a man in uniform.
I love her.
Yeah, that's me. The captain.
I have so many questions. First off, did anyone get scurvy? Also, what is scurvy?
Also, what is scurvy? She's so funny.
I am so sick of doing business with the soul. This job is going to be in the grave.
How do I activate it?
Dyron will know. If you survive long enough to ask her.
Oh, she got them food.
Bist trotzdem noch ein verängstigtes Kind. Wertlos.
Oh.
Oh, Caleb. I love Not.
Me too.
Luminal beetles are incredibly rare. This was our one chance. And I did not just freeze, I was frightened. If I cannot do this, how will I accomplish anything?
He's so sad. I love him.
Hey, hey! Where's my horse, you little shits?
With us, love! Help! Help! This crazy woman is attacking my daughter!
Yes, I was hoping that's what it would be.
You promised you weren't going to cause any problems. And then you go attack a child.
That's not a child. That's a goblin.
Now,
She pulled a Puss in Boots. That's so funny.
To see you fucking
Yes!
this tall drink of muscle is banned for good.
Not stole the coin! The message stone. Please
So,
let this be the triple
Does the
nat
traveler
one.
actually...
Please. Please.
One game can't hurt, I guess.
Whooching. Whipped already, my friend.
Yes.
Ring the bell?
I like to imagine this is how Travis fell in love with Laura, too. It's a giant lollipop. That's
Just
how
like
she gets her
Jester's-
fucking spiritual weapon.
Easy.
Amazing. He's a sea captain, but his strength is really low.
No way, I bet it's rigged. Here, let me take a turn.
I think Jester has the second highest strength in the Mighty Nein.
We've got a winner! Take your prize, little lady. Whatever your heart desires.
Pike! There's a Pike and a Percy!
How about a teddy bear?
Oh.
There was a Pike and a Percy in there. That's right, Bo's got to sneak back in.
Would my fate were to meet a lass of Taldore, and never a day to be.
Okay, so Bo breaks in as the bear. That's amazing.
Please welcome tonight's master of ceremonies, the inimitable, the Bam!
Pulled the death card again. Surely that doesn't mean anything bad.
What are you talking about? This is gonna go great. It's gonna go perfect.
Caleb, can you hear me? You can reply to this message.
You can reply to this message! Yep, that's about what I thought it would look like.
I was picturing it more like warty.
Yeah, me too, a little bit.
Oh, no, they're there.
I guess if she's traveling with him, she needs some for the road.
Look above, to the lofty lovebirds, Luna and Jove!
Not them bouncing off of his belly.
Really interesting.
Enough to come face the devil toad. Surely someone seeks the glory.
Jester.
Ward, when you get a once-in-a-lifetime chance, you take it.
Who dares to step forward?
I'm here for you.
Oh, I love them. Oh, Bo.
Where's my fucking
Face.
Stop moving.
Get off her!
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
These
not good.
fucking idiots. The Empire kids are so funny. Oh no. Bad.
Oh, that's not good. Uh-oh.
That's not good.
No.
On the unicycle is crazy.
Oh, the devil toad just...
It just killed somebody.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this.
That's right. I also forgot about this. He's fucking... God, I love them.
Jester.
Yeah, do it for Vandrin, Ford.
Steady there now, son. It's all right.
Hot.
Trust me.
All right, baby, let's go. Misty step, motherfucker! Meanwhile, Caleb.
Gustav! Come with me!
Oh, he got hit.
That's different than the campaign.
It is. Excuse me? I'm sorry, is that how he becomes a blood hunter? Oh, That's different. I wrote 9 eyes, but I wrote Nein.
At least you're in theme. Huh.
Oh, Molly. Yes, this is different from the campaign because Gustav is arrested and they try to free him.
There. Gotcha.
Bo as the bear is insane.
We can't stay here.
Is he like just now noticing?
Maybe if he goes down.
Fireball?
Is it?
Are we gonna get our first fireball?
Oh, it's fireball, baby.
I love Bo.
Fireball.
It's fireball.
It's right, the tent catches on fire.
Those fucking idiots. But was he trying fireball or was he trying firebolt?
I can't remember what he was trying, but he did miss.
They all turned back. Oh, Molly.
Oh. What the hell just happened?
Halt! Nobody move!
She's still dressed as a bear. Yeah, this has to be where this episode ends. Oh, Molly.
That's a cool shot.
You know what? Yasha never showed up.
No, she did not.
I kept thinking Yasha was going to show up at the carnival and she never did. Who is this? Is this Owelia? No. I bet Owelia kills him though.
Yeah, like you're paranoid, my dude.
Yeah, it's Owelia. It has to be.
The soul monk said it was a name, but I don't know who.
The monk. Thank you.
Oh! Oof.
You've been quite helpful.
That genuinely scared the shit out of me.
All right, Allie. That was episode 3. Holy
Shall we begin?
Yeah. This season is gonna be a long one, folks.
They're putting a lot into this season.
Which
this
is
show.
amazing. I'm glad we're only focusing on the Mighty Nein. I will say that.
Holy cow. Yeah, I'm so glad we're not trying to do another show right now.
There's no way.
Okay, so we've officially seen the first 3 episodes. What did you think?
I love it. I have no qualms with the show. I love it.
I'm so in it. I'm so locked in. Like, as soon as we hit play, I forget we're recording. I'm like, oh, I'm just watching the show.
Just watching the show. Having a good
I think
time.
of the 3, I think the second episode is my favorite. I think I liked it a little bit more than this one. But there were elements of this one that I really, really loved. We talked about it a little bit where this one kind of felt like it could have been a stage play at times where the focus is just shifting from characters and characters. It gives it like a one-shot kind of feel. In film terms, one shot usually is a continuous shot where there's no cuts or barriers because we go from Bo and then we see Molly walk by, then Ford and Jester walk by, then Caleb and Not show up. And like, I just love I love how it fills it in and it shows you where everyone is, what everyone's doing. And you know that all of these stories are about to intersect and they just haven't quite yet.
I love it.
Super fun. It was great. I really loved it.
I would rank 2, 3, 1.
Which is funny because I don't know. I think 1 and 3, I think I would have to rewatch 1. There were elements of 1 that I really, really, really loved. And there were elements of this one that I really liked too. I think this one had a lot of good surprises in it that I was not expecting. So maybe my list would be the same. I do think the second episode was my favorite though. I just was like locked in from like immediately starting on the ship with Ford. And then I was just like full speed ahead the whole way through.
It was great.
I can't wait to rewatch this.
Just quite frankly, wait for Allie's video. Just you wait.
So 2 things off the top, real quick. First, there will be spoilers. If you missed the warning in the beginning of the video and didn't see the title of the description or didn't see the thumbnail, there will be spoilers for Campaign 2 in this discussion. There were some major things that happened in this episode that I will not be talking about with Megan, but I will be talking about on my own, which brings me to point 2, which is that if you check back in with our channel in a couple of days, I will probably have put up a solo video detailing everything that encompasses episodes 1 through 3 in full spoilers, talking about the way things connect, what things mean, what things are being hinted at, things I can't tell Meg that she hasn't learned about yet, things I don't want to spoil. So if you're interested in a full spoiler breakdown, head back to our channel here in a couple days, because I will be recording that as soon as Meg and I finish recording this one, because holy shit, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there is a lot. And a lot of it I don't even know about yet, but I already know there's a lot to talk about between us, so I can't even imagine how much more.
They brought up the 9 eyes, dude. Holy cow, they brought up the 9 eyes, dude.
Okay, starting off with notes. You want me to start again?
Yeah, let's have you start. We'll just have you start for Mighty Nein because I can fill in all the extra stuff.
To start us off, we have arrived at the Fletching and Moondrop Carnival of Curiosities. We started in like the absolute most peak chaotic moment, which is actually a screenwriting tactic that you guys use to be able to, at the peak of all the chaos and everything. And it's kind of like then you go into a flashback. Do you want to talk about that for a sec?
Yeah, it's called a hook. A hook or an inciting incident. Normally when you start a screenplay, whether it's a TV script or a film script for like a feature film or something, one of the most important things that you have to have, almost always, it doesn't matter what story circle, what hero's journey you use, you will always have to have what's called an inciting incident. The inciting incident is basically what jumps the audience into the story. So in Harry Potter, for example, is one that I always go to. In Harry Potter, it is when Harry talks to the snake, because it is the departure from what is considered the ordinary world, which is the world in which our character is comfortable, where our character exists and deals with things, and it dips into what is the fantastical or other world. And the inciting incident is that moment where you go from ordinary to extraordinary. And so in this, in TV, it's a little bit different, where like in a feature film, you usually have a minimum of 90 minutes. Now the minimum is like 120, because a lot of movies nowadays are at least 2 hours long, if not 215, 220. You have a little bit of time to set up the ordinary world before you hit your inciting incident. But in TV, it's a lot easier to just go into the inciting incident and to start. They'll tell you in screenwriting all the time that there's no rules, but then they'll also reinforce things like story structure. And so when I was in school studying and learning about screenwriting, that was one of the things they told us was, well, you have to follow the rules, but don't be afraid to break them, which is an oxymoron because you can't follow the rules and break them at the same time. And so what this show did that's different than traditional screenwriting is it started you in the inciting incident and then went backwards into the ordinary world. So we start with the fight at the carnival, which is also where we ended, but we started at the fight and then immediately slid back into Molly at the carnival, setting up the ordinary world of this is where Molly is at his best. But the other tactic that I just brought up, which is the it's like the sandwich effect of if you start with something, you end with something. Is it bookmarking? Bookending. That's the word I'm looking for. It's the bookending effect of beginning with the fight and ending with the fight to show how everything fits in between. That is also a very, very, very popular screenwriting tactic as well. So a couple screenwriting things that they threw in here that I really appreciated. But yes, so we started with our hook of the show, which is, hey, by the way, everything that you're about to see, this is how it ends. And that's a very common way to get people really, really into a story. I love it.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Really
Episode 2 started with a flashback, and this one started with a flash forward.
Yeah. No, you're right.
How did episode 1 start? Episode 1 started with the beacon, right? The beacon being stolen.
It was the beacon. Yeah.
Yeah. So it started in the present, then went to the past, and now it's in the future. That's how each episode started. It went present, past, future.
Very interesting.
That is interesting.
Curious how the next episode will be.
I mean, to be fair, this is the season that's going to talk the most. Well, not this season. This is the show that's going to talk the most about dunamancy, which is the study of time and gravity and matter and space and stuff. So why not play around with space and time?
That's true. That's a very fair point. So continuing on in the notes, we saw that the red eye tattoos are mentioned.
I'm being very normal about it. I promise.
Yeah, let me just editor me. Insert a clip of Allie freaking out about the
Not being
tattoos.
normal about it.
Not being normal at it.
Excuse me? Being so chalant about it.
We met Molly Mock and we also met Gustav Fletching, who is the face of Fletching and Moondrop Carnival Curiosities. He's the face of it, but Molly is the one running the show. He's the
Right.
one calming down these people, mending the bridges. The tarot cards, really cool. I loved how Allie mentioned this, loved how it's actual tarot cards. I loved
Yeah.
that too, because it's like a clear translation instead of being something completely new. It's like a nice relatable piece that someone from us, like the viewers, can be like, oh, okay, cool. That's something in our world.
There were some different cards. Like, I want to say Molly at one point pulled the Bond card, which is new, but that is something canonically from the campaign, which is that Molly had tarot cards, but he added some of his own.
It's
just
like a mix of
to fuck around with it.
It's like a mix of our reality and then the fantasy.
Yeah, because the Three of Wands, all the cards he pulled he pulled the Three of Wands, the Judge, and the Hermit. Those are all real cards.
He pulled the Death card as well.
He also pulled Death. He pulled... we missed the one that he pulled in the very beginning, but I would put money that it was the Death card.
Yeah, we saw the Molly's tarot cards and then the bottle of courage that he handed one of the he said something about, I believe she's a fairy. She's one of the trapeze artists, I thought.
Yes.
He said like fairies don't get scared of flying.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that would make sense if she was a trapeze artist.
I think she was. And we met Toya and the Devil Toad. The Devil Toad is what I thought it would look like, but I thought it'd be like more warty. Other than that, I think the Devil Toad was perfect. Toya, to me, she still seems a little older than she actually is in the campaign.
She definitely seemed very mature.
Yes,
I think she looked like she could have been a child, but she acted older.
It's also really hard in animation.
We've talked about this before, yeah.
We have, where they can either look super childish or older. It's hard to get that exact age, so I think that's why I was kinda like with how she was acting and everything, along with not having that, pure animation, like, adolescence. She looked like just a little bit older to me, maybe, like, in her teens. I feel like to me, it felt like they aged her up.
They might have. They totally might have.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure she's pretty young.
I wanna say she's, like, 9 or 10 in the campaign, but I don't remember how old she is.
She's somewhere around there.
It's been a long time since I've seen the beginning of the campaign. It's been a while. It's been a while.
So Caleb tries to get those beetles that he was after, and that's why him and Not came to the carnival in the first place. And whenever they tried to do that, Not created a distraction and got run over by the carriage and put on a spectacular show. Good job, Not. Good job. Caleb saw somebody else. He saw Owelia?
Owelia.
Yeah, he saw Owelia, and that really freaked him out and kind of threw him into a little PTSD moment.
I literally wrote that down. I wrote down PTSD. I want to talk about that because I have questions about that. Was it something about her made him remember the Volstrucker, or does he know her?
I think he knows her because he was like, he registered it was her. He was like, she saw me.
Well, remember, he hasn't been a Volstrucker in a long time.
Well, how long has Owelia been one?
I don't know.
I think he knows her.
I think he could, but I don't think he knows her. I think he just saw her and instantly was like, that's a Volstrucker. Yeah. Like, I think there's something in him that is so tuned to what they are that he would recognize them.
Well,
but
the way
also,
they move.
I mean, I think she reminds him of Astrid a little bit. But remember, she's also a halfling, so she's much smaller than Astrid, because Astrid's a human also. But this is big spoilers for the campaign, so if you've missed the other 2 warnings that I've already given, tough shit. Caleb was a Volstrucker, and then by the time he was 18, he was no longer a Volstrucker. And he's now 31, 32. So he hasn't been a Volstrucker in 12 or 13 years. I think in the actual campaign, it's even longer than that. I want to say in the campaign, it was like he was 17, I think, or 18 when everything happened and he ended up in Vergessen Sanatorium. And then he was in the sanatorium for like 11 years. And then he got out, and I want to say he was out for like 5 years, which would put him at like 33. If she was a Volstrucker, it would have been, she's been one for 15 years at minimum. 16 years at minimum, actually.
I mean, halflings live a pretty decent amount of time.
I think it's a little bit longer than tieflings. I think a halfling lifespan is like 150 to 200. I mean, they live longer than humans do. So it is very possible, but Owelia looks young to me. And I think it's really interesting because they're setting her up, and I think I know what they're going to do with her. I have a theory about that, and I've seen other people talk about it as well. There is a point in the story when the Mighty Nein end up in the Dynasty. So mind you, this is 60 to 70 episodes down the line, because they meet Essek in episode 57. I think it's actually episode 57 or 58 or something.
Do I know this?
I don't know. I'll put it this way. Around that time, there is an interaction with a Volstrucker, and I think they're setting Owelia up to be that Volstrucker.
I do not know this then.
So there is an interaction. Take that as you will, but it happens around the time that they meet Essek. So I don't even know, it could be 10, 15 episodes away from then, but I know that Essek, they have already met him by the time that scene happens, but I think they are setting Owelia up to be that Volstrucker.
Interesting. No idea what you're talking about, but I'll find out.
But I like that she's like a mini antagonist in this.
Yeah. You know who also is kind of antagonist right now?
Trent Ickathon?
Well, yes, but in this episode, it was definitely Bo and
Bo?
the bear suit.
Bo in the bear suit with her fucking face sticking out is
where's my horse?
So funny.
Well, she was like, "Where's the what was it? The stone?" She was like, "Where's my fucking stone?" Just
Marisha has like such the perfect like tone of voice of like, all right, fuck you, fuck this, fuck. Like she just hits it so well. Oh my god! But she's walking around like, fucking weirdo, fucking god damn it, you would have back to the shitty fucking like the way she swears is so funny.
I love Bo so much more in this show than I did in the beginning of this campaign.
I am absolutely loving her. It's interesting. When I started watching the campaign, there were definitely characters that I globbed onto very quickly and characters that I was like, oh, they seem fine. I have loved every introduction, including Molly, who I didn't really care about all that much in the campaign at first. I have loved every character introduction. I will say that is one thing that this show has done incredibly well in the first 3 episodes is make me care about these characters.
Yes.
Because I really care about them. I mean, I already cared about them to begin with, and I would be interested, like, if I didn't know anything about the Mighty Nein, I would be fascinated as to who I would, like, glob onto now. I would be very curious to see, but my god, they are perfect to me. I love them. I have absolutely zero complaints on how they're doing the characters right now. I think they are doing an absolutely stellar job.
I love them. Going back, I want to talk about Travis and Laura's cameo in the Hall of Mirrors whenever Jester and Ford go in there and they have their little like date day, which was really sweet and really cute. I thought that was really cool how they did those cameos and we saw the during when Ford didn't.
Because he has a abysmal strength. His strength is like 10, and Jester's I think is like a 13 or a 14.
It kind of tracks.
Ford's high charisma. That's all he needs.
I love those two.
I do too.
I love them. Their date was really cute and how Jester gave him like the little pirate hat. That was really sweet. I loved this. I love every moment of that and how he even got her like the candy apple. And
yeah,
it's just like it was like a date. And I just really loved it. Bo met Deadeye. She met up with Deadeye and she had an interaction with Molly whenever he read her kind of the tarot cards and gave her bit of a spread. Bo saw Caleb and Knot and she confronted them and picked up Knot. And Knot, being how Knot is, was like, help me. And then Caleb's like, let go of my daughter, which carries into a big dynamic that they go into the campaign. Like that being his daughter. And so Bo got kicked out because like Allie mentioned, she pulled a little Puss in Boots moment where her eyes got real big. It looked really cute.
I love how cartoonish Knot is. She's cartoonish in the same way that Scanlan was cartoonish, which I think is just a Sam Riegel special, and
I'm here for it.
I love Knot and Bo so much.
So much. They're so great. Well, after she got kicked out, Bo came back in because she realized that Knot stole her message stone because Not is a little her little,
She's a
hands
little
like
goblin
the
girl.
yeah, she's a
She's a
little
little
goblin
rogue.
girl, like shiny things and cool things. Caleb got really upset and he was about to give up with the beetles, and then Not tries to get him to go back. He eventually goes back and they create this whole thing, which I thought was really cool whenever Not was on top of like the tents. And it was kind of instructing Caleb on where to go. I thought it was fun. And then he was able to get the beetles, and that did not go very well because Bo comes in a bear suit and attacks Not
So
and
funny.
causes Caleb to drop to the ground, losing the beetles, breaking them free, which causes all of this to happen.
So would you say it's Bo's
Yes,
fault?
it's Bo's fault. Well,
Okay.
okay, hold on. Okay, so Not didn't have to steal, but she's a little goblin girl and cannot help herself.
Well, but to be fair though, I don't think Caleb didn't steal all of them, which meant that there still were some. And if Bo had not interfered, Caleb and Not would have just walked right
They
out,
would have walked
and
right
the
out.
Devil Toad would have never lost control. I do think in this instance, it is Bo's fault a little bit, even though if Caleb and Not hadn't stolen them, obviously they wouldn't have gone off either. But like, I think that's kind of Bo's fault a little bit.
If this was like "Am I the asshole?" thing on Reddit, I think people would vote that they're both the asshole. Not should not have stolen it, but both should not have done that.
Yeah, Bo attacking them shouldn't have happened, but also if they hadn't stolen it, they wouldn't have been in that situation.
So they're both the asshole. Yeah, we saw the Devil Toad, which I already mentioned before. We actually got to see it.
I thought it looked great.
It's great. It was awesome. Yeah, the Beatles were released, as I said. The Devil Toad goes crazy because Toya loses control of the Toad, and that Gustav was hit by the Devil Toad. So this was very interesting to me. This was different than the campaign because
Yes.
Gustav was hit by the Devil Toad. Gustav survives. So this was very different. I was really shocked by that. I wonder why they did that. Maybe because the show Molly has to do something very difficult by, killing the one of the people that mean the most to him, and kind of, or this was like the nice reveal with Molly being, spoiler, a blood hunter.
I have an opinion on that. I think it was because they needed to tie up a loose end, which is in the original campaign, Gustav survives and goes to prison. And for a while, Molly and Yasha, who was not in this episode, kept wanting to go back to the carnival to see if they could free Gustav. I don't remember a ton of it, forgive me. It has been a long time since I've seen those episodes. One of the things that Travis, Sam, and Matt have talked about, the hardest part about adapting the Mighty Nein was that for a long time, they didn't really have a set path that they were going on. So there was all the stuff that happened early that happened at the carnival. There was like 2 or 3 episodes where they dealt with carnival stuff. They eventually went and killed the Devil Toad, which was like one of their first big jobs that they did together. There was the stuff when they made it to Zadash for the first time. They met Pumat Sol. Then there was the stuff where they went to the Labenda Swamp as well. They did stuff in the swamp too. And so they kind of bounced around and they didn't really settle until they went to the Dynasty. Because in between all of that and the Dynasty, they also dealt with Avantika in the Uk'otoa arc. So the arcs don't kind of make sense when you lay them out, because it's like, okay, we're over here, now we're in the ocean, now we're in the Dynasty, now we're back in the Empire, now we're back in the Dynasty, and they were bouncing all over the place. So I actually think what they're going to do in this show is they're going to streamline a lot of those and make it so like, okay, we're dealing with the Dynasty the whole way through the show, instead of season 3 we're going to deal with Essek and the Queen and the Beacon and all that stuff. I think it's incredibly smart to do it that way because of how important the connection with the Dynasty and with the Empire is. Because the Volstrucker don't really become a problem until later on. You don't even find out about Astrid and Eadwulf until 20 or 30 episodes into the game, which is well after they do all the stuff here at the carnival. Now, granted, Caleb hasn't brought up Astrid and Eadwulf. At this point, new viewers have no reason to suspect that Caleb knows them. So I think what they're doing is, because Gustav does not play a major role in the overall narrative of the story, he's a character that they can kill off. And it serves as character development for Molly of like, Molly is this happy-go-lucky guy who said like, we just have to wait and see, like, fates in our cards and like all this other stuff. And to his mentor, like this person that he loved and cared for is now gone and he has nothing. The carnival is over. where does he go? He's aimless and he's got this fuck ass group of losers to clob onto, and like that's where his story goes. So I really think Gustav is just he was unfortunately like a plot device to get Molly where Molly needs to be.
Like Nemec.
Yeah, basically.
For my last note, all I had was Oelia kills Deadeye. That's all I had.
All right. I'll try to be quick. I will not start with the fight. We talked about the fight already. I will start back with Molly. Molly said something really interesting where he was talking to his two bed partners about his tattoos. He said that all of his tattoos represent rebirth. I'll be talking about that in my spoiler breakdown. Don't worry about it, Megan. Megan, you don't worry about nothing. You watching, you meet me in the other video.
you meet me. Let's go.
You and me, we got a meeting. The Red Eyes. Meet me in the other video. We saw Bo the Breaker, who's a character that they meet in the campaign as well. Talked about the Bottle of Courage, the tarot cards. I made a note about some of Knott's like little plans and stuff. The money pot, the Prince and the Pauper. Those are all things from the campaign as well. Those are little like ruses that her and Caleb do to steal money from people when they're on the road. I thought that was a great little addition there. I made a note about Caleb's kindness. I said this in the video, but I'm so glad that they retained the fact that Caleb Widogast is kind in his heart. Because after all the shit that Caleb went through and everything that has made him the man that he is today, he is still very kind. And I love that about him. It's one of my favorite things about him. We saw Toy and the Devil Toad, but we also saw a family of Kenkus, which is really interesting. We will see more Kenkus later on in the story as well. Kenkus are really interesting as a D&D race because mechanically speaking in the game, Kenkus can only speak words that have already been said to them. So they only are able to parrot phrases that other people say. So when you have a conversation with a Kenku, it builds their vocabulary and they're able to speak more, but they have a very stilted language, which I find very fascinating. Let's see. Let's go through all the things that we actually talked about. The message stone. Oh, I made a note that Caleb called himself a scared child and said that he was worthless.
I just want to give him a hug.
I loved that Knott brought up the Knott and Caleb did the father-daughter thing. That was something that they did a lot in the early days of the campaign as well. I loved, there was a conversation that Ford and Jester had where Ford was questioning her about the Traveler. And it seemed at first like just a standard curiosity of like, this girl's fucking crazy. Like she's been talking to the air for as long as I've known her.
He's pushing for a reason.
And then you get the real reveal of why he wants to know is like, what does he want from you? Because Ford wants to know what his patron wants from him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, time has passed, but they haven't said how much time has passed because Ford and Jester walked to the carnival, to wherever the carnival was. So I'm assuming they've been on the road for a few days. So have more of his abilities manifested? Has he learned anything new? I am curious about that.
Technically, if you pulled up a map, a wild mount, and you could see where they came from and where they are now.
Well, they came from Nicodranus and they were on their way to Zadash. So I think the carnival is supposed to be in Trostenwald, which is where the campaign starts, is in Trostenwald as well. So Nicodranus is down on the coast. Trostenwald is what probably looks to me like a couple days north. And then Zadash is another couple days north of that as well. So I really enjoyed, there was this one shot of Ford and Jester walking by a bunch of turtles, which I also made a note about. I'll talk about that in my spoiler breakdown.
Was this when they used polymorph and turn it into the turtle? And then, okay, I do know about this.
Ford has been attacked by numerous turtles throughout the campaign. They are his greatest enemy. So I wonder, I wonder if that was intentional, but everything in animation is intentional. So I have to imagine that that's just a little nod to the fact that Ford is constantly getting fucked up by polymorphed creatures. We saw how Jester got the giant lollipop. She saw it at the carnival as one of the big mallets to hit the whatever the fuck that thing's called. Ford has really low strength. Canonically, he only has a 10 strength, which is a 0 modifier, where Jester, I think, has a 13 or a 14, at least in their early days. Jester, for a while, was like the second strongest member behind Yasha. So it is canonical that Jester is stronger than Ford, which is really funny. We saw the Pike, Percy, Grog, and Trinket plushies there.
I want them.
I made a note when Ford talks to the other half orcs that are kind of picking on him. Ford is canonically like very small for a half orc. He's more man than orc almost.
He doesn't have the tusks.
And he files his tusks down. He does have them, but he keeps them in his mouth because he is ashamed of who he is and he is ashamed of how he looks. Ford is very insecure, which is funny because he's hot as hell. And that's something that the characters talk about all the time is like, Ford, you're so handsome. He's like, oh, no, no, no. And it takes him a long time before he believes in it, that he is a handsome, attractive, very suave, charismatic guy. Whereas like Caleb is described of like, Caleb is attractive and he knows he's attractive, but he weaponizes it because he was taught to weaponize it. Ford is like attractive and doesn't know it, which is even more attractive. I wrote Bo the Bear because that was fucking hilarious. That was so funny. We saw Molly pull the death card, which was important. I love getting to see Not and Caleb use message. You can reply to this message. I was so hoping they would say that. I love it. Toya and the Devil Toad. I knew Jester was going to volunteer. As soon as Toya was like, can we have a volunteer? I was like, it's going to be fucking Jester. Or Jester was going to make Ford do it. That was my immediate guess.
He's a sea captain.
He's a sea captain. He's very brave. Then, of course, everything went to hell in a handbasket. Gustav was killed, and Molly meet me in the spoiler breakdown. Make haste over there. Much to discuss. I will 100% be talking about exactly what you want me to talk about in that video when it comes to Molly and those fucking eyes, okay? When the Devil Toad escapes, it takes Toya with him. Very important. That's going to come up later in the show. We got fucking close to seeing Caleb cast Fireball. I think in the campaign it was Firebolt.
I can't remember.
I think it was Firebolt because they were such low level. I mean, it was the first episode, so they were level 2.
Oh, yeah, he would not have. Wait, I thought we figured out they're level 4.
Well, yes, but I'm saying, but in the campaign, in episode 1 of the campaign, they're level 2. Yeah. So in the campaign, it would have been Firebolt, but at level 5, he gets Fireball because it's a 3rd level spell. And at level 5, Bo gets Stunning Strike. So they're level 4. So I don't think Caleb could have cast Fireball yet.
Firebolt.
It could have also been Scorching Ray, which is also a spell that he used a lot early in the campaign as well.
Which he would have at this point.
He would have Scorching Ray as a 2nd. So it's a 2nd level spell. So it would have been one of his fire spells, which is his specialty. And let me just say this now. It looks perfect. It looked so good. I loved the drawings, the sigils in the air. I loved the incantation. I loved that he pulled it apart and pushed it back together again. Everything about it is exactly what I wanted it to be like. It is perfect. That was one of my last notes. My last note was, of course, that Deadeye was killed by Aurelia. As soon as they showed him again, I was like, oh, she's got to be after him because she's been tracking Bo, knew that Bo met him. Yeah, she's a problem.
Yeah. The new Ripley.
I mean, kind of. I mean, she's...
Like, she's not trying to manipulate, like, a really cute, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Arrogant guy to make weapons with him for the rest of their lives and kind of make everything equal, you know? She's just doing her job.
She's a Volstrucker. She's an assassin. She's a spy and an assassin. That's what she does. That's what all Volstrucker are. So she's a problem. I wonder if they're setting her up. I wonder if they're setting her up to be the villain of the season.
Could be, or it could be deterring you.
I'm trying to think of what other things have to happen in this season. Because they have to meet the gentleman. Because they're going to Zadash. And when they get to Zadash, they'll meet the gentleman. And the gentleman's very important to the story. But they also, when they meet the gentleman, meet the Tomb Takers, who I will talk about in the spoiler breakdown. They also have to deal with the Iron Shepherds. And Meg does know a little bit about this. These are the people that... Molly. So, the Iron Shepherds... If they don't come up by episode 6, I don't know that they're going to kill Molly by the end of the season. They might not. I'm not sure.
We'll find out.
We will find out. I'm mad that we have to wait another week now.
I know. It's crazy.
I want another episode.
I want another, please. About ready to wrap up, though?
Yes, I believe so. So, if you missed it somehow, I will be doing a spoiler breakdown of these 3 episodes. I have already started making notes for it. I'm going to finish up my notes tonight and hopefully record that tonight as well. Talking about all of the things that I can't tell Megan about. So if you are interested in a spoiler breakdown of these 3 episodes and how they compare to the campaign, please check back in with our channel in a few days. I don't know when that video is coming out because I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit that because I'm still editing episode 2 as of right now.
They're long episodes, guys.
They are. This recording is an hour and 50. This is our longest video to date. It's an hour and 55 minutes. So
it's going to be pretty much right at 2 hours when we're done.
Yeah, this is a beefy one. This is a big boy. So Hopefully we'll have that out for you guys soon. Check back in with us then so that we can talk about some fun spoiler stuff. If you'd like to see the unedited reaction to this video, please head over to our Patreon. The link is in the bio of this video, and it's also in our channel bio as well. For $3, you can either pay $3 just to access a certain episode, or you can pay $3 to subscribe to our PG-13 tier and get all of the unedited reactions. You can head over there and check those out. They're super fun. You get to see how stupid Megan and I are when we don't edit anything, because boy howdy do we just be yapping about stuff. You have no idea how much conversation we cut out of these fucking videos.
A lot.
It's a lot. It's a bad amount of conversation. But yeah, please feel free to check us out over there. For what it's worth, Meg and I are having so much fun with this. The show is everything I've wanted it to be and more. I am such a massive fan of Critical Role, and the Mighty Nein is my favorite campaign. And as a fan who has seen Mighty Nein no less than 4 full times the whole way through, I am absolutely pleased to be seeing this and to see how it's coming together. I'm so excited to see what's to come. So yeah, Meg and I are going to sign off here for the night. We will check you guys out in episode 4 next week. But we will see you guys there. Bye.
Bye.